Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will go on the attack first. And it'll be up to this transfer sophomore quarterback to pilot this attack. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. It's runs like that can really... Field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Martin will throw it. Working that left side now. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways, and you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Freeman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Martin back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen. You set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And here comes this transfer sophomore running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Coleman open on the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The run inside. It's Rainey. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the option. He'll toss it. Maybe some room here. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rainey, and they get him down.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but Dave breaks into the open. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if on this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Martin will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Rainey. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Burrell. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You just got to finish the play if you're the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Back to pass on second down. And they can't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Looking for space. It's raining. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The run inside. It's raining. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to throw on third. Pocket breaking down. Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Martin back to pass. They'll run the screen. Nice move there. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ramirez. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. to the air on second down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Working the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's raining. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Bringing it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Might as well stick with him. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Martin will throw it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught behind the line. It's Ramirez. Turning it on. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. A little release to the back. There's some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right back to the well. He stops him at the 31, but not before he picks up 10 yards on the play. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Martin back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
That's reeled in. It's Ramirez. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust, and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, 1st and goal in a great situation.
Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Williams open on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Running to Green.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Runs through the tackle. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They move on top here in the fourth.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll try the left side. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Martin will throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll try to run for it. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Looking to get it in, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fresno State. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's raining.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Man, this is that spot in the game where it's kind of a little bit just weird, right? Like, I want to be aggressive, I want to go fast, but I can't just run 3 plays really quickly and let no time run off the clock and give the ball back to the offense. They got to get this first down.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Out of the backfield, he's open. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.